This is a zone when many B school aspirants who are willing to do their MBA in the current year face a lot of troubles. If they are between 75 and 85 percentile, they don't know which school can give them a good return on investment. And by the way, my dear, return on investment is very simply about the kind of money you are going to make after paying whatever expenses that are there, especially the fee. And if there is a significant hostel charge also in it, you have to consider that as well. Another important thing is, while considering ROI, is that for the aspirants between this group, it is quite important for them to sort of restart their career or quickly make that change in the career. Let's say somebody is on gap for a long time and can't give maybe one more year to the preparation, then such a person would really want to go for some good B school. And at that time it becomes challenging which B school to choose. Let me give you a list of good B schools that accept you if you have a CAT score between 75 and 85 percentile. I have divided the entire section in three parts. The schools which are going to take up 85 percentile. When I say 85, sometimes it can go up to 86 also. So if you don't have that kind of score, you will not get a call from that. But I've still included that in the PPT. Actual percentiles can go even higher as compared to what I show, but in this case, more or less, this doesn't change. Then I've divided the second part is, between 80 and 85 percentile. So that's a good thing, where you can say that, okay, if I've got an 80, 81 and so on, so the colleges that are going to take it up to 80 would accept you. And then it is about 75 percentile, which is the minimum here. So there are a couple of colleges and courses that take up that as well. So if you are in that bucket, or if you are not in that bucket, you never know what eventually the information you need. So understand this video completely, and if there are more questions, put them in the comment section. As the time progresses, I'm going to answer them. Let's take a look at the 85 percentile college. Prime college, really good, IIT Madras. IIT Madras has an MBA department and their course is MBA core. That's what the case is. So if you get 85, 86 sort of percentile, there is a good chance you might secure a call from it. And their process is quite simple. One, you will be getting shortlisted on the basis of your CAT score. Then your VAT will happen, personal interview will happen. This might change, personal interview will always happen. And after that, you will get the final selection on the basis of all these things that are taken into consideration. The second one is your IMI, which is in New Delhi. There are three programs in it. One is their PGDM core program, which you generally aim for. But if you have a special penchant towards, let's say, human resources, or if you want to go specifically to banking and financial services, you have those PGDM or MBA programs as well. They call it PGDM, but I'm just telling you equivalent to MBA. Again, the process is quite simple. Shortlisting will happen, and they have given you a lot of exams. ZAT is there, CAT is there, GMAT is there. By the way, the percentile I'm talking about is the CAT percentile. For the others, you can check when you reach that particular website, just to give you a perspective. Again, they have VAT and PI, and then there is a final selection that happens. The third good school between the range of 80 and 85 percentile. So we talked about two 85 percentile schools, and now I'm talking about 80 to 85. Symbiosis. Which one Symbiosis? So many Symbiosis are there. SIOM, Symbiosis Institute of Operations Management, very specific about MBA in operations. Again, if you have that penchant, you do not have score, then you can go for that. But wait, this is not the CAT one. Okay. Anyway, the kind of courses, the kind of MBA programs that they are offering are MBA in Operations Management, Agri Operations. So the process is again very simple. You have to have a SNAP score, by the way. Okay. As I told you that this is not the CAT score. Every single Symbiosis college takes up the SNAP score. Then there is a personal interview and some sort of group exercise, and then final selection happens. Then we have TAPME, wonderful college. Offers you good return on investment, a great foot in the door. You definitely have to be among the top from within the batch, but it is one of the good colleges within this batch, and they offer a plethora of MBA programs. MBA core is something that you generally look for, followed by there is banking and financial services, human resources, and again, marketing is also their quite sought after course. Then there is international business, and then MBA in technology. This is slightly less favored because it is quite niche in that case. So if you are interested in that, definitely check out their offerings and see whether your goals are aligned to MBA in technology, then only you should choose. The overall scheme here is that you should have CAT, ZAT, GMAT or NMAT, either of these. The weightage for this is 35% only, and then rest is your academic and then your group discussion, VAT, etc., personal interview. Gender diversity score is also there, and all these things eventually account for your final selection process. But yes, that's the kind of percentile we are aiming for. Then we have another very, very good college. This is in Delhi, Lal Bahadur Shastri Institute of Management. Again, as far as good foot in the door is concerned, things to start your career is concerned, very good college. Offers good opportunity for you. 5 type of MBA is there. Again, general one is the one that you generally look forward to, followed by financial management. Interesting one is this AI and data science, PGDM, which is a new thing nowadays, and it's going to be there for a long, long time. The eligibility and admission criteria is that entrance exams that are taken here are CAT, ZAT and GMAT. I have taken the one for the current year. So here, if you talk about GMAT, then it is from January 2021 to January 2025. Next year, it will become January 2022 to January 2026, and so on. That's the case. And they also have group discussion and personal interview. Shortlisting, of course, happens on the basis of the entrance exam scores. Another one between 80 and 85 percentile is the 4. If I have to compare 4 with LBSIM, I would rate LBSIM as a better one because of good ROI. As compared to that, 4 has slightly lower ROI, slightly, but that's also a very good college to start your career. It is again in New Delhi. There are 4 programs that are offered. General, Big Data Analytics, it is a specific program. Don't go into it unless you are willing to go for that. Financial Management, especially for people who want to make a career in finance, and International Business. The process is, again, on the basis of CAT, ZAT and GMAT score, you will be shortlisted. Then they go for personal interview and extempore, and then final selection happens on the basis of all these considerations. Within that, by the way, Big Data Analytics has a 75 percentile requirement. Now, sometimes people think that I do not have a good percentile, but I am a good student and I can do what I want to because I want to really do well in my career. Then in that case, you can go for this one. Still, go through the entire curriculum and see if the courses you are going to study align with you. That's going to be quite technical anyway. So if you are willing to go for that and you do not fall in the bucket of 75 or 80 to 85 percentile, that's a good call. After that, it's IRMA. Wonderful, wonderful. Why wonderful? Great return on investment, very specialized program because it is MBA in rural management. Now, when I say rural management, that does not mean that only the dairy companies are coming there. A lot of companies are coming there, wonderful. But the requirement is 80 to 85 percentile. And especially people who are willing to spend some of their time in the rural areas, see how the life is there and so on, and eventually want to make a career in them. Go for this kind of thing. And people who do not have that kind of penchant but are willing to do good MBA and start their good career, they are also willing to do that. So either way, that's a wonderful thing. In fact, among all the colleges that I've talked about, other than let's say your IMI and IIT Madras, I would say that this should be on one of your top charts. The selection process is on the basis of CAT, ZAT and CMAT score. Then they have a specific VAT test, which is their IRMA VAT, and then a personal interview happens after that and final selection happens. The next one is Somaiya, which is KJ Somaiya. Used to be a really good college. It is not a bad college right now also, but comparing the ROI from this college to the other ones that I've talked about, it currently offers not very good ROI. So if you get a call from this and from others as well, then this should be not on your first preference list. But again, there are many things that you can consider as far as your admission into a B school is concerned. It's your choice. Align a mentor for that, have a word with them. The programs that they offer are 3. MBA, MBA in Healthcare Management, MBA in Sports Management. These 2 are highly evolving nowadays, especially Sports Management, because when you want to, when you have knowledge about sports and so on, but you of course do not want to play or do not get the opportunity to play, then you can think that, why should not I manage the IPL team or maybe some sort of a football team in the world and whatnot. Various things are there. The admission criteria, again, CAT, ZAT, NMAT score. Within NMAT, they go for only first attempt. This is the current thing. Later on what happens, we can check that out. And then VAT and personal interview happens before your final selection. The next one is your IIM Amritsar. Happens through CAT. If you have filled the CAT form, I generally recommend whenever anybody fills CAT form, always tick all the colleges in it. You never know from where you can get the call. But if you do not tick it, then you will never get a call even if you secure 100 percentile. Let's say you have not ticked IIM Amritsar, you got 100 percentile, you will not get a call from IIM Amritsar. Now you might think, Acha, if I have 100 percentile, why would I aim for IIM Amritsar? Just giving you an example. So that also can give you a good return on investment because it is an IIM. Yes, you will have to work really hard for that. But yes, I'm saying that in this case, actual cutoffs can be slightly higher. Okay, so this is the eligibility thing. And then it goes for VAT and PI, and finally the final selection happens. Then we have 75 to 80 percentile bracket. And this is where Wellinger comes into picture, the V school. So many programs, so many programs. In fact, if you want, you can pause the video here for a moment. Look at all these programs, check these programs in their website and see which one you find good. And they will, in most likelihood, give the first shortlist call if you have this kind of a percentile. The selection criteria is that they take almost every single B school exam that happens, CAT, ZAT, CMAT, ATMA, GMAT, everything. The percentile requirement here is the CAT requirement that I'm showing you. For ZAT and all these things, you can check the website later on, followed by GD and personal interview, and then final selection happens. Then you have this one. This is also a good college. It's in Chennai, IFMR, Kriya Business School, Kriya University. It offers MBA program, and this is their selection criteria. The CAT requirement they have specifically said is 75 percentile, but they also take other B school exams like ZAT, NMAT, GMAT, CMAT, GATE, GRE, GMA, GMAT. GATE and GRE also, GATE especially. GATE is not a B school exam as such, but they accept that also. For them, they have given the percentile cutoff requirement on their website. I have not listed it here because of space constraints, so I have just listed the CAT one. And then second stage is personal interview. So important thing is that if this is something that you might want to wish for, now you have a ready reckoner for all the things that you should be considering if you are falling in that bucket. Then finally, we have IMT Nagpur. IMT Nagpur offers 3 programs, the core, financial management, and the marketing one. Marketing is quite sought after. And then they also take CAT, ZAT, CMAT, and GMAT. Within the IMT 4, Hyderabad, Nagpur, and Ghaziabad, only the Nagpur takes up CMAT score as well, not the others. So just be aware of it. Don't go for other IMTs also on the basis of CMAT. Then there is PI, and the final selection happens. So start your MBA journey today. You don't know whether you want to go there or wherever you want to go, but everybody has the right to land in a B school that can offer them a second chance at life, a second chance at career, and a better employment opportunity as compared to what they have right now. And no chance is bad if you take that calculatively. For other information, feel free to reach out to us.